Hey, what's up, boys? This is Contango coming at you from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. And today we are doing Japan Turn 7. This is the alternate universe game. I'm playing against Piloto and Corporal Clegg. So I'll do a little flyover of the map, show you how things are laid out right now. Japan's turn, so you can see lots of arrows laid out here, ready to go. Pretty big ANZAC force facing off against the Japanese. Lots of Chinese infantry all over the place. Italy is putting pressure on this, I guess what you'd call India. Big face off there with the Italians and the Russians, Germans and the Russians up here. London has been sacked. And a couple of really big Allied fleets over here. So that's the situation that we start with. Yes, we're in round 7. You can see the cities and the money situation there. I think I've got that all up to date. The only thing is what we didn't do on the last turn for Russia was the convoy raids. So I'm going to quick do that at the beginning of my turn. So let me pause and jump into my tripod. All right, there we go. So let's start off with the convoy raid up here in C-Zone 25. We have 3 planes and 3 eligible ships. So the aircraft carriers aren't going to get the convoy raid, but the battleship, the cruiser, and the destroyer will. So that is 9 dice total. The planes get to do 2 each, and the other ships get to do 1 each. So we got 9 dice here ready to go, and there is 3, 6, 7 eligible that could be taken from Russia. They pulled in 57 IPCs before this, so let's see what we got here. And it looks like a lot, so I see multiple 3s plus others, so that's going to be 7 IPCs coming off of the Russians, putting them at 50, I believe, at the end. Let me just pause it for a second. Okay, so yeah, Russians have 50 IPCs on hand. Next up, let's talk about the purchases. So we've got, Japan had 75 IPCs. They are purchasing, 7 subs, a stack of 3 infantry, a stack of 2 infantry, and 2 more stacks of 3 infantry. So what's that? 11 infantry total, I believe. So that should spend all 75 IPCs. All right, so let's get on with some combat moves. Okay, first thing, this transport here, one of them from C-Zone 92 is going to come 1, 2, pick up this infantry from J12, and then come here into 109 and drop the infantry into J13. And he's going to be joined by 3 infantry from J14 plus 2 fighters from J14. So that will be a 6 against 2 battle. Also, this submarine from 92, if I can pick it up, is going to come down and destroy this UK transport. Auto kill. What else have we got here? All right, so another transport from C-Zone 92 is going to pick up 2 infantry from J14, come 1, 2, and 3 into C-Zone 76, and drop into C10. Also, these 3 mechanized infantry and 1 tank from C16 are going to come back into J1 and then up into C10. And this one mechanized infantry from J9 is going to join as well. Also into that battle, we're going to have some planes. So from J14, one fighter. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have one movement left. Also the tactical bomber from 92. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. So it'll have one movement left since it was on the carrier. 2 fighters from J9. They're going to go in there. They'll have 2 movement left. Sorry, this isn't necessarily the best shot here. What else do we have? The 2 bombers, one from J4 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll have 2 movement left. And one from IN13. It will have 3 movement left. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Up here in A9, we're going to be sending in pretty much everything. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. You know, before we do that, let's do this. So from IN13, 1 mechanized infantry is going to go through C12 into C11. And it's going to be joined by the fighter and the tactical bomber from the French territory F7. 1, 2, 3. They will have 1 movement left. Okay, so now everything else that's eligible is going to go into A9. I'm going to park it in some different places here just because I need to consolidate this. And all the AA guns are going to go in as well. I know they can't combat, but shouldn't lose this. So also from J4, if you can see J4, you can. Those mechanized infantry are going to go as well. So in the end, that is 6 mechanized infantry. 7 mechanized infantry. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 regular infantry. I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay. What else do we have for combats? Down here. You're going to have the artillery from F23, an infantry from F21, and a fighter from C-Zone 80. That's in the shot. 1, 2, 3. It will have 1 movement left. So they're all going into F24. And then over here, from C22, we have 4 infantry and 1 artillery going into C21. I believe that's it. Let me just confirm. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. So let's go ahead with the combats. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this transport right away from 109, since that's an auto kill. So then we can do, since there's an amphibious assault there, from J13, or into J13. Yeah, so there's 4 infantry and 2 fighters versus an infantry and an artillery. All right, so we've got 4 infantry and 2 fighters. We get 1 hit, so that'll be the British infantry. Just want to make sure you can see this all right. Okay, so the 2 British units firing back, and they miss. So we still got our full complement. and we miss. So there's one UK artillery left, and it misses. I guess I could roll these at the same time. So here's our full complement, one British artillery left, and we get hits and the British don't. Okay, so that was a good battle, no losses. So I'll take the 2 UK units off. All right, up here in C10, this is also at least partly an amphibious assault. So we have 2 regular infantry and 4 mechanized infantry, plus a tank. So that's going to be 6 1s. We've got a tank and 3 fighters, so that's 4 3s and 3 4s, 2 bombers and a tactical bomber. So two infantry, 4 mechanized infantry, 1 tank and 3 fighters, and then 2 bombers and a tactical bomber. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Yeah, 6 hits. There are 7 defenders? Yes, 7. Okay. So let's keep that to the side to remember how many hits we got. All right, so we've got 7 defending Chinese infantry, getting only 1 hit. All right, so 6 for 1. That's pretty good for us. So here's 4, 5, and 6. We've got to lose 1 infantry. Yeah, so I was debating if I want to retreat from this. At this point, I think I might just finish the job. Let me think about it for a second here. All right, I think we are going to finish the job here. So 1 defender left. Let's go ahead and throw the defender in there. Okay, so we've got now 5 infantry remaining. We've got tank, 3 fighters, and 3 bombers. All right, so we got hits. We only needed 1, and the Chinese infantry missed. So cleared out 7 infantry for the loss of only 1. So that's good news. All right, C11, let's do that next. So we've got 1 mechanized infantry, a fighter, and a tactical bomber against 1 defending infantry. All right, so infantry, fighter, and tactical bomber, and I'm going to throw in the defending infantry at the same time. And we each got a hit. All right, so we know the Chinese infantry's gone. I don't think we want to lose a plane for this, so we are going to forego taking that territory. Save our planes. All right, next let's do A9, So we've got 17 infantry against 1 infantry. So I only have 10 black dice, so we'll roll 10 first. And we got 1 hit. And then the ANZAC defender misses. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, I think we just have this one battle down here. Infantry, artillery, and a fighter against 1 French infantry. The last French ground unit on the board, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have an infantry and an artillery, and then we have a fighter. And we got a hit. And the French defender misses. So, not very good rolling for the Allies this time. It's a lot of misses on infantry, especially by the Chinese. Okay, I think that's it. Let me just make sure. Oh, you know what? I did miss a combat. Missed a combat over here. So we've got 4 infantry and 1 artillery against the 1 Chinese artillery. So, okay, 3 of the infantry will be unpaired. And then we have the infantry and artillery combo. And we got 2 hits. Only needed 1. And the defending Chinese artillery gets a hit. All right, so Chinese artillery is gone. We're going to swap this green for 2 grays down to 3 infantry. Okay, so now I think that's it. Let me just check that I didn't miss anything. All right, we're good on combats. So let's start doing some non-combat moves. Actually, let's do the income first. So from China, over here on the left, C21, that's worth 1. And C10 is 2. So Japan is going to go up 2. 56 for now. China down to 1, 2 to 20. Up here, we have 1 coming from ANZAC. So Japan to 57. ANZAC to 11. F24, that's worth, whoops, let's get another infantry. That one might not be easy to get, we'll see. Okay, so that's another one for Japan, this time off of France. So Japan to 58. France down to 1. And here in the middle, J13, that is going to be 4 from the UK. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got Japan at 62. UK, 1, 2, 3, 4. UK at 12. Okay. I think that's it. Missed one red arrow here. All right, so non-combat moves. So these planes, it's a bit out of view. The tactical bomber and fighter with 1 movement left are going to have to go here. They don't have an option, except maybe the aircraft carrier. Also from C11, the fighter and tactical bomber will go to J1. I don't think I said this was J1 earlier, but the 2 fighters, let me think about this for a second. Okay, yeah, the 2 fighters with 2 movement left are going to go 1 and 2 into J2. The bomber with 2 movement left will go 1 and 2 as well into J2. The bomber with 3 movement left I think it's going to go up here into IN13. You know what? I want to clean up that A9 for a second. That's looking really ugly. Okay, that's a little better. From J4, this infantry is going to go into IN13. From J2, 2 artillery and 7 infantry are going into IN13. From J9, let's go 2 infantry to J1. What else have we got here? So from J14, the 2 remaining infantry are going to jump on a transport and offload in J2. The 2 fighters that were in J13 are going 2 spaces to J15 with the airbase there. All right, I gotta change the camera a little bit here. All right, the artillery from F20 and the infantry from F19 are going to jump on one of these transports and offload in J2 as well. Actually, both these transports are going to come over here to 92. From 111, the battleship and the cruiser are going to join the main fleet. And while we're here, 1 destroyer from C Zone 80 is going to head up here into 55. Don't want to forget that one. All right, from F23, we're going to take the tank and the mechanized infantry. And they are going to come over here to F13. From F10, the infantry is going to F11. From F13, the 4 infantry are going to F11. And 1 infantry from F12 is going to F13. Yeah. From C Zone 80, 1 tactical bomber that remains. It's coming down here to F13. Sorry, a lot of back and forth here. From UK 17, the 2 mechanized infantry are going back to J4. And the Air Force from UK 18 is going, we'll put 2 fighters and a tactical bomber onto whatever U.S. territory that is, US-22, and 2 remaining tactical bombers can go onto the carriers. Or we'll say they're on 1 carrier, to be clear. Down here, we have 1 fighter. It's going to go to F-21 from F-24. And I feel like that is it. All right, let me just pause, make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, I'm gonna make one minor change. One of the infantry that was in J2 and went to IN-13 is instead going to go to C12. That's it, I think. All right, let's go ahead and place our units. So we had 7 subs. They are all getting placed in C-Zone 92. What else we got? Okay, so 3 infantry are going into IN-13. 3 infantry, let's go with J9. 2 infantry in J4. And we got 3 infantry left. They are going into F-13. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so let's collect income. I've got Japan at 62, and they've got 2 national objectives. Let me grab that for a second. Okay, so 62 plus 10 is 72. They've still got this national objective as well as this one. So 72 total. And I don't see any convoys on Japan currently. So I think we get to keep all that. All right, let's do one quick little view of the whole map, and then I will call out the units for the guys. Obviously nothing's changed right here. Okay, we'll start over here on the French island. In F11, we have 4 infantry. In F13, we have 4 infantry, 1 mechanized infantry, 1 tank, and a tactical bomber. In C-Zone 55, we have a important destroyer. In, what is this, C21, we have 3 infantry and an artillery. In C10, we have 1 infantry, 4 mechanized infantry, and 1 tank. In J1, we have 2 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tactical bombers. Let's switch to naval units for a second. So in 76, we've got a transport. In 109, we have a sub and a transport. In 92, we have 7 subs, 1 carrier, 2 destroyers, and 5 transports. You know what? I want to make one small change here. I think I'm going to send 1 more destroyer to C-Zone 80. So there will be 2 over there. Sorry about that. A little late in the game, but also I don't know why my camera seems dark. I'm not sure if it's dark to you as the viewer, but anyway, in C-Zone 80, we have 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, 3 aircraft carriers, 2 destroyers, 1 sub, and 2 tactical bombers. And then on the island of US-22, we have 2 fighters and a tactical bomber, along with an Italian bomber. In F-21, we have a fighter. In F-24, we have an infantry and an artillery. In J-13, we have 4 infantry. In J-15, we have 2 fighters. In J9, we have 3 infantry. C2, 1 infantry. In J2, we have 3 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 fighters, and a bomber. In IN-13, we have 10 infantry and 2 artillery and a bomber. In J4, we have 2 infantry and 2 mechanized infantry. In A9, we have 10 infantry, 4 AA guns, and 7 mechanized infantry. And I believe that is it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so sorry, just that one change I made. I moved the destroyer from 92 to 80. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's it. Up next would be Corporal Clegg with the US, China, and the UK. So look forward to that. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and talk to you later.